In a time when technology is constantly revealing things once hidden and privacy seems to be pushed to its limits, a drone has stumbled upon something so astonishing that it was meant to stay hidden forever. The footage, taken by an ordinary aerial camera, shows something that was never supposed to be seen by the public. It uncovers secret locations, private activities, and hidden truths that were kept away from the eyes of the world. What startling secrets could this footage reveal? And how did such closely guarded information end up exposed? Join us as we unravel this drone footage that was never meant to be seen. Number 25. Flying Humanoid. A mysterious, glowing object appeared in the sky, sparking interest and curiosity among those who saw it. According to the drone owner who captured the video, this object initially had a shimmering, formless appearance. However, within a few seconds, it began to change its shape, transforming into a figure that resembled a human. This extraterrestrial, or UFO, was hovering at an impressive altitude of around 10,000 feet and continued to alter its shape as it descended. The object's movements were smooth and fluid, almost as if it was defying the laws of physics. Eyewitnesses reported that the object emitted a faint, otherworldly light that pulsated rhythmically, adding to its mysterious nature. Some assumed that it might be a traveler from another planet, equipped with advanced flying technology far beyond our current understanding. Theories ranged from an alien reconnaissance mission to a secret military experiment. In reality, there could be various explanations for such an event. Atmospheric conditions, like temperature inversions, can sometimes create optical illusions, making distant objects appear distorted or closer than they are. Alternatively, it might have been an elaborate hoax using a drone with sophisticated lighting and shape-shifting capabilities. Number 24. John Drone in the Wood. Two friends were attempting to retrieve their drone, which had become snagged in a tree when they experienced something truly bizarre. Suddenly, they found themselves inexplicably trapped in the woods. What caused their predicament remains a mystery that has interested and puzzled experts. It was neither a bear nor any familiar animal, which led them to believe they had encountered something far stranger. Driven by curiosity and a sense of adventure, they decided to use their drone to capture footage of the enigmatic creature they had stumbled upon. As the drone drew closer, the footage revealed a figure that defied explanation. Unlike anything they had ever seen, it was not humanoid, but instead resembled a creature crawling on all fours. Its movements were erratic and frantic as it dug into the forest floor as if searching for something with intense urgency. The creature had a starkly white, hairless body, which made it stand out even more against the forest backdrop. Its appearance did not match any known animal species, such as primates or other wildlife. The lack of fur and unusual behavior made it seem almost otherworldly. Number 23. Dolphins or Mermaid. In 2016, a drone capturing breathtaking views over Dana Point in California recorded a mesmerizing scene. A large pod of dolphins gliding effortlessly through the azure waters. Dolphins are renowned for their agility and playful nature, often showcasing acrobatic jumps and synchronized swimming. This particular video was no exception and quickly became a sensation online for its sheer beauty. However, a few months later, an eagle-eyed viewer pointed out something unusual. While the creatures appeared to be dolphins, their swimming patterns seemed oddly human-like. Instead of the typical smooth, flowing motions expected from dolphins, these animals were performing movements reminiscent of butterfly strokes, a swimming technique where the arms move in a circular motion, similar to how a human swimmer would propel themselves through the water. This observation led to wild assumptions. Some suggested that perhaps these weren't dolphins at all, but rather mermaids, given how their movements seemed to defy typical marine behavior. The idea of mermaids, mythical beings often depicted as having human upper bodies and fishtails, captivated many and fueled numerous debates. Number 22. Forest Dweller. A passionate explorer sent his high-tech drone soaring into the remote and rugged depths of the Alaskan wilderness, a region renowned for its uncharted territories and rare wildlife. What he discovered was both thrilling and spine-chilling. As the drone maneuvered through the dense forest, it captured footage of a mysterious bipedal figure that seemed to be covered in thick, shaggy hair. This mysterious creature moved with a deliberate and confident stride, a behavior often associated with the elusive Bigfoot legends that have interested people for decades. The video creator attempted to guide the drone closer to the creature for a clearer view, but the figure appeared to have a keen awareness of the drone's presence. It swiftly ducked beneath the thick canopy of trees, blending into the shadows. The dense forest floor, covered in a mosaic of ferns and moss, made it challenging to track the creature further, leaving the video with an air of mystery and wonder about what might truly inhabit these wild, uncharted areas. Number 21. Anon Coffins. In Anon, a city in southwest China's Guizhou province, a drone recently uncovered a haunting discovery: a valley blanketed with coffins. To outsiders, this might seem eerie or even unsettling, but locals have a fascinating explanation for this unusual sight. Instead of traditional burials, the people of this province follow a unique ritual where they place wooden coffins inside natural caves. Over time, these coffins slowly decay, and this practice is deeply rooted in ancient beliefs. Locals think that this method allows the spirits of the deceased to ascend to heaven more easily. The area is dotted with numerous caves filled with thousands of coffins, each in various stages of decay. Some of these caves are associated with specific families. For example, the Lu family's cave, located in surrounding villages, houses over 500 coffins. One legend suggests that this ritual began as a way to protect the coffins from floods, which were common in the region. Number 20. The World's Loneliest. Imagine someone completely alone in an enormous forest, with no one around to talk to or share thoughts with. This was the reality for a man captured by a drone in the thick Amazon jungle, a discovery that still puzzles experts today. In 2011, a drone flying over the Amazon took images of this solitary figure as he worked alone, cutting down trees. He was the last known survivor of a tribe that had been violently wiped out in 1995. The footage is deeply moving, showing him laboring in isolation for years, with no other humans in sight. Tragically, on August 2022, the man's lifeless body was found near a makeshift shelter, resting in a hammock. Experts estimate he was about 60 years old. He was the final member of the Tanaro tribe, which had only 6 survivors left after the horrific massacre. Despite the drone footage confirming his existence, no one ever made contact with him before his death. Number 19. Black Figure. From a high vantage point, someone was piloting their drone over an expansive, empty field when they noticed something intriguing through the lens. In the middle of this field stood an old, abandoned house, its once grand walls now weathered by time. As the drone's camera focused on the house, a curious black shape emerged within its crumbling walls. The mysterious figure appeared to glide smoothly from one wall and seamlessly disappear into another. It moved with an uncanny fluidity, almost as if it were walking, but without making any discernible sound. The shape was reminiscent of a shadowy silhouette, moving with purpose and evading the drone's camera as it drifted in and out of view. The observer was captivated and, to understand what they had just seen, repeatedly zoomed in and enhanced the footage. Despite these efforts, the shape remained elusive and indistinct. It seemed as if the figure was intentionally trying to avoid detection, adding an extra layer of interest to the already eerie scene. Number 18. Sad Clown on the Road. A young YouTuber was on the lookout for fresh content ideas and decided to take his drone for a spin down a rural road winding through the woods. What started as a simple exploration turned into something far more intriguing. As the drone flew over the road, the camera captured a peculiar sight: a man dressed as a clown standing right in the middle of the path. The clown seemed far from interested in entertaining anyone. Instead, he began hurling rocks at the drone in an attempt to knock it out of the sky. When his initial efforts failed, the clown quickly darted into the trees, setting up an ambush. From his hidden spot, he tried again to bring down the drone with stones. The scene was eerie and confusing. There was no real mystery about what was happening, but something was off. In his bizarre attire, the figure could either be an unstable individual or someone with more sinister intentions, like a highway robber. Number 17. Mermaid in the river. A resident of Japan took to the skies with his drone to film a serene stream in the lush Shirokuma forest, known for its diverse flora and fauna. As he reviewed the footage, he was stunned to discover something extraordinary: a creature that seemed to be a genuine mermaid, gracefully swimming just beneath the surface near the shoreline. The Shirokuma forest, located in Japan's northern Honshu region, is renowned for its rich biodiversity and crystal-clear streams. However, mermaids, which are often part of folklore, have never been documented in this area, or anywhere else for that matter. In the footage, the mermaid appeared to be navigating through water that seemed surprisingly shallow for her form, suggesting that she might have been seeking a deeper, safer place. Her shimmering scales and graceful movements were captured in remarkable detail by the drone's high-resolution camera. As she slowly attempted to move away from the shallower area, the drone's vantage point provided a rare and clear view of this mythical creature. Number 16. Sheep training. A drone recently captured an extraordinary scene on a farm. A farmer using his truck to trace intricate heart shapes across his fields. While this might appear to be a charming quirk, it serves a very practical purpose. The farmer has developed a creative method to train his sheep. Sheep are known for their strong herd instincts, meaning they naturally follow each other, especially when food is involved. However, this instinct doesn't always translate to orderly behavior when it's time to enter their pens. Without proper training, sheep can become chaotic, often pushing and shoving each other, which can lead to accidents or injuries. To address this, the farmer uses the heart-shaped patterns as a visual guide. By leading the sheep along these paths, he helps them learn to navigate towards their feeding stations in a calm and organized manner. This technique minimizes the risk of overcrowding and ensures that each sheep reaches its destination safely. This innovative approach took the farmer several months to perfect. Number 15. The Aircraft Boneyard. A drone soaring high over the Arizona deserts recently uncovered something quite fascinating, which had remained largely unknown to many. The drone's camera snapped a striking image of neatly arranged aircraft, visible from hundreds of kilometers up. What appeared to be an intriguing sight was the Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, famously known as the world's largest aircraft boneyard. Since 1946, this expansive site has housed over 1,000 military aircraft. The conditions here are perfect for preserving these planes. The low humidity, ranging from 10 to 20%, helps prevent corrosion, while the high altitude contributes to ideal storage conditions. The base's story began with a massive influx of aircraft, including 600 B-29 Superfortresses and 200 C-47 Skytrains. In 1965, the Department of Defense decided to close the Litchfield Park storage facility in Phoenix and move the Navy's surplus aircraft to Davis-Monthan. Today, some of these planes might be kept for future use or repurposed for parts, while others are carefully dismantled and recycled. Number 14. The City of Petra. In 2016, satellite images revealed a colossal hidden structure buried beneath the vast sands of Petra, a famous ancient city in modern-day Jordan. Petra, known for its stunning architecture and status as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, was built in the 2nd century by the Nabateans. Though Petra's grand buildings were abandoned in the 7th century, the city was rediscovered in 1812 and has been extensively studied since then. However, a remarkable find remained unnoticed until recently. Using a drone, archaeologists discovered the outline of an ancient structure, sparking immediate excavation efforts. What they uncovered was a breathtaking testament to the ingenuity of ancient civilizations. Experts believe this newly revealed structure was likely used for ceremonial purposes and featured a large platform or stage, unlike any other building in Petra. Further investigation is needed to fully understand the significance of this discovery, but it highlights the intriguing possibility that many secrets are still hidden, waiting to be uncovered by drones and other advanced technologies. Number 13. Man-goat. While exploring a remote and uncharted cave with a drone, something truly interesting was captured on video, leaving experts and enthusiasts alike scratching their heads. As the drone flew through the cavern's vast, shadowy expanse, it stumbled upon a mysterious entity residing in the cave's depths. The footage revealed an unusual, bipedal figure with horns and limbs reminiscent of a goat's, features that immediately sparked curiosity and speculation. What made this discovery even more fascinating was the creature's behavior. Instead of fleeing from the drone, it appeared to engage with it, peering out from behind a rock to observe the flying apparatus. This behavior is particularly unusual, as most animals would instinctively hide from an unfamiliar object. The creature's reaction suggests a level of curiosity or intelligence not commonly seen in wildlife. Due to the cave's darkness and the drone's limited visibility, a comprehensive view of the creature was impossible to achieve. Some assume that the creature might be a long-forgotten mythical being, while others wonder if it's a previously undiscovered species adapted to the cave's unique conditions. Number 12. Mysterious grave. A drone camera captured an eerie scene from above. It filmed two groups of people at an abandoned site, closely watching an excavator. Instead of burying typical items, they were laying down strange crates, actually coffins, lined up in a long trench. The video quickly spread across the internet, sparking widespread intrigue and concern until a clear explanation emerged. The footage was taken in 2020, at the height of the pandemic. Due to the high death toll and the risk of spreading the virus, handling the bodies of those who died from the epidemic was done with extreme care, far beyond what is done in normal funerals. These coffins were sealed and buried in remote areas, away from cities and traditional cemeteries. This method echoed the practices of the Middle Ages, when plague victims were buried in isolated sites away from church graveyards. To manage the overwhelming number of deaths, the task of digging graves in New York fell to inmates, who were given protective suits. Number 11. Alaskan River Monster. In 2016, a remarkable sight stunned locals near Fairbanks, Alaska. Witnesses reported seeing a mysterious ice-covered object drifting in the Chena River, which ran through the area. This object, shrouded in snow and ice, bore an uncanny resemblance to the body of a giant, prehistoric creature. It was so unusual that it left everyone baffled. Some speculated it might be a massive sturgeon, known to reach lengths of up to 15 feet, or even a shark, though neither is commonly found in that river. Others wondered if it was just debris, perhaps a tree trunk, that had become encased in ice. What added to the interest was that no one had ever encountered such an object in these waters before. The enormous, ice-encrusted mass seemed to move sluggishly and appeared almost lifeless, but it floated on its own, defying easy explanation. The Chena River is known for its strong currents and ice flows, especially in the winter, which could have contributed to the object's unusual appearance. Number 10. Salmon Circles. Animals sometimes perform behaviors that seem almost magical, but in the natural world, there's often a fascinating reason behind them. For instance, a school of fish swimming in a circle might look like a choreographed dance, but it's a strategic move. Consider salmon during their spawning journey. These remarkable fish undertake a grueling trek from the vast ocean to their birthplace in freshwater streams, often traveling hundreds of miles. Before they set off on this epic journey, they gather and swim in tight circles. This circular swimming is not just a quirky ritual, it's a survival strategy. By forming a dense, circular formation, salmon create a protective barrier against predators. The tight-knit group makes it challenging for predators like seals or larger fish to single out an individual salmon. Additionally, this behavior helps the salmon synchronize their movements, which can be crucial for maintaining group cohesion and navigating through challenging environments. Interestingly, this circular swimming is also thought to help salmon conserve energy. Number 9. A strange figure. In some moments, the mysterious figure would appear clearly in the camera frame, and then, just as suddenly, vanish into thin air. This eerie event was recorded near Fort McClellan in Alabama, a site with a history of intriguing and unexplained occurrences. The area, formerly home to an army base, has long been rumored to harbor paranormal activity, adding a layer of mystery to the scene. The figure seemed to be attempting to block the drone, which was capturing footage of the surroundings in the dead of night. The person operating the camera was astounded to see this mysterious figure standing beneath a lamppost, an unusual sight in such a remote and dark location. Fort McClellan, known for its dense woods and abandoned structures, has been the focus of numerous investigations into unexplained events. As if realizing it was being filmed, the figure tried to conceal itself behind a nearby pillar. However, despite this attempt to hide, it vanished from view with startling abruptness. Number 8. Angel or demon. A drone captured an unexplainable figure standing on a sidewalk, and the image quickly made waves on Facebook, sparking a flurry of debates across social media. The figure, tall and imposing, had wings reminiscent of an angel but also horns like a demon, creating an unsettling contrast. This dark entity evoked an immediate sense of fear, with some speculating it was a paranormal being. Some referred to it as a winged agent of the devil, while others suggested it might be a fallen angel. Doubters, however, argued that the figure could simply be the shadows cast by a tree or a clever piece of Photoshop editing. Despite the image being removed from the internet only a few days after it was first posted, the debate continues. People are left to wonder whether they witnessed a genuine supernatural event, or if the figure was just a partygoer from a nightclub dressed up as a winged demon to amuse passers-by. Number 7. Whale's Spiral. A drone, operated by the renowned photographer Pete Vanna, captured an extraordinary scene in the frigid waters of Antarctica. Two humpback whales, using air bubbles, created a mesmerizing spiral pattern in the water. This spiral isn't just random, it's geometrically precise. When someone maps out the coils and inscribes them into a figure, it mirrors the pattern found on a snail's shell and aligns with the Fibonacci sequence. In this sequence, each square's area is perfectly proportional. The size of each new square is the sum of the sizes of the two squares before it. This mathematical harmony is a stunning example of nature's perfection. It reminds us that our world is built on balance and harmony, urging us to appreciate and preserve this delicate equilibrium. But why do these magnificent whales create these underwater drawings? Here's a clue. They use these air columns to concentrate plankton into easy-to-eat clusters. It's nature's way of turning feeding into an art form. Number 6. Water wall. An incredible moment captured on camera reveals the amazing versatility of water. In this footage, water displays its unique ability to form striking shapes, including a solid-looking wall. The footage shows a spectacular event where high-speed water interacts with another object, creating a temporary barrier. This visual marvel happens because of the principles of fluid dynamics, where water can behave like a solid under certain conditions. The video also highlights the split-second reaction of a person trying to dodge a ball, adding a touch of excitement to the scene. The water's transformation into a solid block is made possible by the intense force and speed of the impact, demonstrating water's surprising adaptability. The happening of water forming such shapes is a fascinating example of physics in action, making it hard to believe that such a fluid can momentarily defy its usual characteristics. This footage not only showcases the beauty of natural forces, but also provides a thrilling glimpse into the complex interactions of fluid dynamics. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. In a quiet town, a small drone buzzed through the air, its camera capturing footage for a local documentary. The drone's operator, Jake, had been instructed to film serene landscapes, but as the drone drifted beyond the designated area, its camera picked up something extraordinary. Through the lens, Jake saw a hidden door nestled in the side of a mountain. Curiosity piqued, Jake directed the drone closer, revealing an ancient, rusty lock barely hanging on. When the drone's camera zoomed in, it captured an inscription in a forgotten language, glowing with an eerie blue light. Unbeknownst to the town, this door was said to lead to the Vault of Secrets, a place rumored to hold ancient knowledge and powerful artifacts. Legends spoke of its existence, but no one had ever found it. As the drone hovered, the lock suddenly clicked open on its own, as if recognizing the camera's gaze. The footage showed the door creaking open to reveal a dimly lit chamber filled with gleaming treasures and strange, pulsating devices. Jake's heart raced. The drone captured every moment, the ancient scrolls, the mysterious artifacts, and a shadowy figure that seemed to emerge from the darkness, watching the drone with an unsettling gaze. The drone's feed was abruptly cut, and Jake never received another signal from the device. But the footage was already uploaded, and the town buzzed with the shocking revelation. No one had to see this, but now the world was on the brink of uncovering secrets that had been hidden for centuries. What ancient secrets lie within the Vault of Secrets, and why was it hidden so carefully? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. Number 5. An active volcano. In this extraordinary video, a drone ventures deep into the heart of a seething lava flow. The sheer intensity of this footage highlights just how difficult it is to capture such dramatic images. Volcanoes are incredibly dangerous, yet this drone, hovering mere feet above the molten lava, gives us an unprecedented glimpse into their awe-inspiring core, a view no one was ever meant to see. Such footage is extremely rare because the intense heat from the bubbling lava makes it almost impossible for regular cameras to survive. Inside a volcano, temperatures can soar high enough to instantly ignite anything that gets too close, even without touching the lava directly. Thankfully, advanced drones specially designed to withstand extreme temperatures now make it possible to film these breathtaking scenes. While not all of these drones make it through the fiery ordeal, the footage they capture is well worth the risk, offering people a spectacular look at one of nature's most powerful events. Number 4. Hidden Chamber on Mount Rushmore. Despite Mount Rushmore's immense fame, there's a hidden part of this iconic site that many people hadn't seen until recently. Thanks to a drone's unexpected discovery, people now know that there's more to Mount Rushmore than just the famous presidential faces. Access to the monument is tightly controlled, but occasionally a few lucky individuals are allowed to fly aircraft directly over the site. During one of these rare opportunities, a drone captured something astonishing: a secret chamber concealed just behind Abraham Lincoln's hairline. This hidden space was meant to hold important information about the mountain and the nation, including the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, and other crucial documents. The idea of this secret chamber, filled with historical treasures, is as thrilling as finding a hidden vault containing the secrets of the ancient Egyptians who built the pyramids. However, this intriguing concept never came to fruition. The United States government decided not to pursue the sculptor's vision and instead chose to focus solely on the presidential faces carved into the mountain. Number 3. Isolated tribe. Deep in the heart of the Amazon jungle, a hidden tribe lives in near total isolation from the outside world. This remote Brazilian community, known as the Corubo, has been known to keep their existence a secret, avoiding contact with outsiders. Their way of life is largely untouched by modern civilization, with traditional practices and ancient customs governing their daily lives. Recently, their secluded existence was interrupted when a drone, equipped with advanced technology, flew over their hidden domain. The drone's high-resolution cameras captured images of 16 Corubo members engaged in their daily activities, some of whom were seen brandishing traditional arrows. This remarkable footage offers a rare glimpse into their lives, showcasing their skills and craftsmanship in arrow making. The drone's mission didn't stop there. It was then directed to a neighboring forest, where experts discovered another mysterious tribe, the Waiapi. This tribe was strikingly different, adorned in bright red and yellow body paint, which they use in ceremonial and ritualistic contexts. They were armed with traditional weapons, including arrows and spears. The encounter turned tense when one member of the Waiapi tribe aggressively threatened the drone, demonstrating their fierce protection of their territory. Number 2. Heavenly Devil. In a curious turn of events, unexplainable figures appeared to vanish into thin air. During a vibrant carnival in San Pedro, a city known for its colorful festivals and rich cultural heritage, a drone's camera captured a truly strange sight. The footage revealed towering, misty giants that resembled winged demons. These eerie figures floated upwards and then quickly disappeared into the night sky. The drone footage was recorded against the backdrop of these celebrations, where fireworks are a staple. However, while it might be tempting to dismiss the figures as mere smoke trails from these fireworks, the footage doesn't align with the usual patterns of firework smoke, which tends to disperse differently. Moreover, experts have pointed out that the shape and movement of these figures do not match any known pyrotechnic effects. This leaves people with a baffling mystery. Could there be something supernatural at play, or is there another explanation that people haven't yet discovered? Number 1. Duck Army. A drone soaring above a field captured an astonishing sight. A massive army of 10,000 ducks in action. These ducks were systematically clearing pests from the soil after the rice harvest, performing a task usually reserved for chemicals. This method is not only an eco-friendly alternative, but also highly effective. Ducks are natural pest controllers and can consume up to 10,000 insects per day, making them an excellent choice for reducing pest populations without harmful chemicals. What makes this scene even more fascinating is the strategy behind gathering such a large number of ducks. Farmers often use specialized techniques, such as creating ideal habitats with ample food and water to attract and retain these birds. In some cases, they might employ a giant duck call, or even use recorded sounds of duck calls to lure in these feathered helpers from distant areas. This approach not only saves on chemical costs, but also supports a more sustainable farming practice by leveraging nature's pest control experts. What are your thoughts about this drone footage that was never meant to be seen by the public? Let us have your opinions in the comment below.